Today's video, we're going over all things real estate transfer tax here in Delaware. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Living in Coastal Delaware. I'm your host, Matt Lunden, and I'm a real estate agent here in Coastal Delaware. And like I mentioned in the intro, today we're going to be discussing real estate transfer tax and how it affects you. Before we get started, just a couple housekeeping items. If you could do me a favor, hit the subscribe button down below. That helps out the channel. And then, as always, if you're someone that's looking to relocate to Delaware or even relocate within the state, that's what I help you with every single day. I'd love the opportunity to work with you. So my information will be down in the description. It'll be here on the screen. If I can help out in any way, please don't hesitate to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I'd be more than happy to help. Now let's dive into the video. Real estate transfer tax here in the state of Delaware is 4%. That 4% is calculated off the sales price of the home. So 4% of whatever the total sales price is, that's what you get as far as a transfer tax goes. Customarily, that is split between the buyer and the seller, with each party paying 2%. However, there are a couple occasions where one party may take on more of the burden than the other, or one party may have the opportunity to, limit their liability just based on a couple different factors. I know there's some people that follow the channel that, may not be Delaware residents, may not have bought or sold real estate here in Delaware, or maybe it's been a long time since you've bought or sold real estate here in Delaware. So I just wanted to go over a couple of those instances that may affect you and what you can expect as far as real estate transfer tax goes here in the state of Delaware, and what you can expect to see at settlement. The very first and most common way that we see one party paying more than the other, and this is going to be with a first-time home buyer. First-time home buyers in the state of Delaware are given a break on the real estate transfer tax, and it depends on the county. So right here in Sussex County, the first-time home buyer is only responsible for paying the state portion, and the state actually gives a 0.5% deduction on their portion to first-time home buyers. So if you're a first-time home buyer in Sussex County, you're only going to be paying 0.75% instead of that full 2%. That does only go up to $400,000, so anything above $400,000 you do pay the full portion on. But it's one way we see a lot of reduction, and the sellers are still responsible, unfortunately, for paying the full 2%. So the seller does not get a break if they're selling to a first-time home buyer, but that first-time home buyer does get a credit from the state, and they are not responsible for the Sussex County portion, just as a way to try and provide the home buyer with a little bit more cash in their pocket so that they can actually make the home buying dream a reality. Number 2 on our list of sometimes where you see lopsided items is going to be new construction. A lot of new construction builders will not take on that seller's portion of the transfer tax. So if you're buying new construction, many times you will see that you are going to be paying 4%, the entire thing, on your side of the equation. There are some ways with some builders where if you use their preferred lender or their preferred title company, that they will end up paying that 2%. But for the most part, go in with the thought process that you're going to be paying all 4%, which it can be a pretty hefty number. Depending on the price of the home you end up purchasing, that can be a pretty big amount. So go in with the mindset that you're going to be paying the entire 4% in new construction. And if you end up selecting their lender or their title company or whatever it is, and you get 2% back, that's just a bonus for you, but you already planned to go in there paying 4%. So any reduction of that, that's great news. It's a little more cash in your pocket, but if you go in with the mindset that you're paying for all 4%, then you won't be let down in the end when you find out that you're paying all 4%. The third most common reason that we see for one party paying more of the transfer tax than the other is simply based on market dynamics. So like the current market we're in, where it's a very heavy seller's market, through the summer of 2021, where prices were extremely competitive, buyers were doing everything they could to get into homes, there were some buyers that were saying, hey, I'll pay you, or I'll pay your side of the transfer tax at settlement. That way, that's one more expense that you don't have to worry about, and that means more cash in the seller's pocket. In a buyer's market, you may see a little bit of the flip where the seller offers a credit. They may not cover the entire thing, but they'll offer a credit towards the buyer's closing costs. But in a competitive seller's market like we're in, you do see some buyers that are willing to pay the seller's portion or a part of the seller's portion of the transfer tax to try and get their offer accepted. As you can see, there's a few different instances where the buyer and the seller don't pay the same amount in real estate transfer tax here in Delaware. And the three that I talked about today are probably the most common that you'll see. There are some other one-off situations that don't happen very often, but I just wanted to bring it to your attention, make you aware, and just be cognizant of the transfer tax that we do have here. I know it's a little bit higher than a lot of other states, and you know, part of that is how we keep our property taxes so low here in the state of Delaware. That's going to do it for today's video. You know, I hope you guys took something away from today's video. I know taxes can be boring, so I hope you guys took something away from today's video. If you did take something away, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button down below. That really helps us out here on the channel. And then, you know, like I said before, if you're someone that's looking to relocate to Delaware, or you're considering relocating within the state of Delaware, that's what I help you with every single day, and I've got your back. So my information, again, it's down in the description. It'll be here on the screen. If I can help answer any questions or get you pointed in the right direction, I'd love the opportunity to work with you. So please don't hesitate to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, whatever it is that's easier for you, and I look forward to hearing from you. See you guys next week. Peace.